inside combat sports in this training. We're gonna go over some knee defenses tonight. Okay, so the knee ranges are gonna change what knees he throws at me. If I'm out here, he's gonna be a long knee. All right, he's gonna throw him straight at the center. As I move in closer, he's gonna turn him into a number 2 style knee. He's gonna still squeezing the lemon, but instead of coming on the side like a closed gate, squeezing that, turning the hip over, and he's bringing kneecap to the body. Right there, right? So if I come in even tighter, that's gonna force him into that closed gate knee. All right, it's taking away the bony parts of his leg, and it's forcing him to try to hit me with the soft spots of his leg. So, first one I want to work is a pull, which is based off of the way his head's moving. So I'm going to pull his head regardless of what knee he throws. If he throws the knee on this side, I'm going to add my hip bump, right, like I'm walking through it, and I'm going to pull. If we go hard enough, it can work as a sweep. Or it can work as a knee count, or a setup for knee. All right, so he's bumping that way. See where he lands, and I throw whatever knee is most comfortable for me. Either one is fine, whatever feels right for you. If he goes with this knee, or on this side, and I can still hip bump, I can take some of that away because I don't want to sit out where he can get kneecap. So I'm going to be inside. And then when I'm ready, and he throws that knee, I'm just stepping around. It's not a big drastic motion from him. I'm just getting out of the way, pivoting around my front foot, and I'm bringing him around, and that's going to open up some knee options from there. All right, our next one is the push. And so again, the push and the pull have to do with what direction you're moving their head. If I want to pull this way, I'm going to pull. Or if I want to go that direction and I'm pulling, I can go that way. If I want to go the other direction as a pull, I can swap my hands right over here, or I can just change it to a push. So now I've still got my dominant hand back, but I'm pushing. His head is going back past me that way. With both the push and pull, I don't want to bring him around. I want to bring him right past me like I'm tucking my elbow for the pull, and the push is basically the same motion going past me. My secret to this is I don't rest this hand here, I get heavy on it, and so I add a pull with this arm and a push with that arm to help me get a little more momentum as a smaller person. So again, we're gonna go off the hip bumps here. So whatever one he needs, all right, so he's going that side, I'm working my push. When that knee comes up, just stepping back, letting him go around, and throw a knee there. If we go the other side, and now I'm gonna work into it with that hip bump. I'm gonna pull here, push on the head, brings a bigger motion, and that allows me to set up the knee. Again, if I want to go the other direction and keep my push, I'm just swapping my hands, puts us in this position. Now my push is going that way. So whatever knee he throws, I can hip bump it until I'm ready, push around, control my knee there, or if it goes this side, step, hip bump, and push from there. Now, if you are being super rigid with this and you go to work your push, there's a chance you're going to pop them into your head. And it's typically more comfortable to work a half clinch with your hand on the opposite side of your head. This is not a super strong position to have it over the top, and now this arm is trapped. So almost all the time, your hand is going to be opposite side of your head. So if I'm going to push and I'm spazzing with this, I can push his head into mine. So I got to be relaxed, find the flow, wait for one of those knees to come up, whatever knee it is, and then work my push nice and relaxed. There, next one. As his knee comes up, we're in tight. We're not going to get hit with those knees up the center or the number 2 knees. We're going to try to force him into this closed gate range. When that knee comes up, I'm going to trap it with this foot here. I'm going to work the pull and yank that head down that direction. Turns into that. And clean it up a little bit, make it look a little nicer. So whenever I'm ready on those knees, right, I'm going to trap that knee up there, trap it up, hook it, bring the head down. We're pulling down. I don't want to come around like a dance partner. I wanted to guide his head straight to the floor. It works off the pull like we just did, or if I trap the other knee, now I'm going to a push which is right there. All that leg is doing is not coming straight up the center, and I don't want to cup check. Give me a knee on that side, right? I'm not bringing it straight up the side, and I'm not bringing it all the way out where now I'm not even in balance. It's very similar to the angle that you're going to check. 45 degrees. Leg can go up as high as possible. Hand's going to pull it down right past you. All that leg is doing is preventing his ability to plant his foot. So if he goes to knee, right, and I don't hold this up, and I go to pull, he can swing that leg around and hold himself back to the ground. So what I'm trying to do is disrupt his ability and his timing to do that by holding this up and then pulling it down. You might have to turn with him, you might move a little bit, that's okay. Okay, so our next one, from in this clinch position. He's going up at these closed gates. Right? I might not throw this the first knee that he throws at me in our fight. Once I build a little bit of repetition in him, I see kind of what patterns he's got, how he moves, or maybe he just doesn't knee that hard. I'm going to overhook this thing, right? So I'm coming out here. You got a couple options from here. You can either just pull this head straight down, right? Turns that way. I don't need to block his foot or do anything like that. I can catch it. I can now sweep at that leg or kick at it, depending on what rule set I have to follow. Stops his ability to plant that foot. Or I can step through with my back foot, right? Which when we're in our tight clinch, I don't necessarily have a designated stance, more or less parallel, but what would be my back foot, or I guess you could say opposite side of his knee. I'm going to step through him, work my push in that direction, and that left foot is just going to stop. Right? It's all about keeping his ability to hop. If I don't stop this leg and I just turn, he can just hop over that wherever I put him. So no matter what direction I'm moving, that's what I'm trying to take away, is his ability to hop over that foot. Next one. This can get a little dangerous. I feel like as long as you understand there is danger in getting kneed in the face, you probably won't, okay? Again, maybe they don't knee that hard, or he's built up a lot of patterns, he's only kneeing my body, or maybe the rules just don't allow him to knee me in the face and I don't have to worry about it. Either way, we're coming off the hands, controlling the elbow. When I see that knee coming, right, and I can hip bump, I can time this as much as I need. When I'm ready, I'm going to underhook this thing. I'm changing levels a little bit. I'm not coming all the way down to where my face is now in the line of his fire, but I'm going to change a little bit. So when that knee comes up, I can underhook it, and I'm going to use my legs and this hand to get this weight up, and we're going to knee bump that leg out. Okay, so a little quicker. Looks like that. One more time on here. Whenever I'm ready for it. Okay, and we can set them down as hard as you want. If you are a smaller person, right, and no matter what you do when you go to catch this leg, you can't get them off the ground. Their foot is flat, everything is up there, that's fine. Don't force something that's not there. Step through it, right, just like we're going that way, and now we're going to pivot around this foot. Okay, I can step and turn, or I can step and pivot on that leg. Right, I'm going to underhook it. Boom, right here, and I can also kick that leg as well over the choice. So if you're small or not tall enough, don't force this inside knee bump. All right, because I need to try to keep this momentum going. Just catch that knee, right? Step through it. It's the same motion as our last video, right, where I stopped you with that 45 check. Right, same motion. The one thing that's changing is now I'm underhooked it here, and I'm going to take him down that way, whether I kick or not. It works the same on both sides. The only thing that changes is your grip goes that way. Boom, underhook it, shoot it up, knee bump that leg out, or step it out right over the top. We are going to defend these push knees. Not my favorite, okay? And we're going to get into why. So, outside of the clinch, right? If I don't have any control of his body and I go to set this up, from the point I get here, I've committed to my range. So no matter what I do, it's a hard motion down. Yes, I can come here, get that motion around and get up here, boom, and I miss, I can follow with that. But I can also do that with a good one knee, right, going forward and stepping and following. But if I throw a good knee and he steps back and I miss, I also have the ability of coming back to the same side if I want to do that. Okay, so without any control, this push knee is not my favorite. And the reason why is when I see that coming up, I know his distance. I just like to carry that thing out, either chop at the leg, again, or kick up to the face. It's really up to you. What I'm after though, I don't want to stand here, especially if this ends up being a feint, and I go into punch range, right? So I'm stepping back at the same amount he's coming in, so that even if this is a feint, now he's got to go left cross, he doesn't have anything right there. It's not spots that I want to get caught in, right, with my hand down. So let's quick. Push 70, carry it down to that low kick, do one more of those. Boom, right, it gets the shin on the back of the leg, or we can go to the front, up to the top. He goes rear or lead at me with that push knee, same thing. I'm just going to step back to get my rear kick there. We're following in with that shin. Okay, if we are in clinch, right, and he's going to throw these forward style push knees at me. How I'm going to deal with that is I'm going to step off to the side. So you pick a knee you want to throw. Right, so he's going to go, oh, he's going to hit me with that one. Right? I can't sit out here where they have their minimal amount of effectiveness where he can push me out. So when that knee's coming at me, I'm stepping it to the side. As soon as they feel that motion coming forward, I'm going to try to counter out around that knee, hook this thing up, I'm stepping to the side. Now we're right back where we started. I can either swing him around that leg. You guys are going to dabble in MMA, you pull you down, you might end up in guard. So just keep that in mind. Or I can step to the side and now knee bump or travel it around on that side. Either one works. You go this view. We switch it up, we'll actually keep the same hands, but we'll go the other knee. We got some things for that one. So we go the other side, you're working push knee on that one, right? That's what I want to avoid. So when that comes at me, stepping to the side, holding on to this knee, however you want to finish from there is really all up to you. And our last one is basically the same as the push knee in the clinch. Right? So if he is throwing a good one knee at me, and I don't want to sit here and eat this, so I don't want to sit here and eat this. That's number one. So I can sit there, I can take a few of those, but I'm going to essentially treat this the same way. I'm going to step forward, off to the side, catch that knee as it comes around. If you can hook the head, if you want to come around here. All that kind of stuff is personal preference and what you want to do based off your size, weight, and style. But this hand's going to go to the ground, same thing. Bring him right over the top of that leg. We go the other side, give me that knee. Nice. Again, I might take a couple of them, hopefully not. And then when I'm ready, I'm stepping to the side, I'm going to shoot that knee straight past me. Right here, I can rotate that way, kick that leg, or I can go back to the other side, kick the leg that way. All up to you and what you want to do.